If you're still building n8n workflows manually, dragging node by node across your screen and burning hours every single day to get basic workflows running, then you need to stop what you're doing right now. Because there is a better way and I'm about to show it to you. Look, we've been using Claude to help build AI automations in n8n for a while now. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work, but at the end of the day, it is helpful, but it is not a game changer. But Claude Code, that's completely different. This thing can build the entire n8n workflows for you without you even opening the n8n interface. I'm talking about workflows that just appear ready to run, no manual node placement, no guessing. It's honestly more than 10 times more powerful than the regular Claude for automation work. So today I'm going to walk you through exactly what Claude Code is, how to get it installed on your machine, how to configure it, and how to connect to n8n so it can build workflows for you. And lastly, we'll also build an n8n workflow using Claude Code. If that sounds interesting to you, stick around for the entire video because this is going to change how you think about building automations. Let's get into it. Alright, before we jump into the installation, let me break down what Claude Code is and why it is so powerful for n8n automations. Think of it like this. Let's say you got your n8n instance running somewhere, and normally you would open n8n instance, and if there are any errors, you will manually fix, drag and drop nodes, connect each of them, and then you will fix it, right? But with Claude Code, you're basically giving Claude direct access to build inside your n8n instance. It does this by using something called MCP, which stands for Model Context Protocol. This is nothing but a bridge between our agent and our n8n instance. Here's how it works. You tell Claude Code what automation you want to build. Claude Code connects to your n8n instance using two things, n8n MCP and n8n Skills. These are basically the knowledge packs which tells Claude how n8n works, what are parameters, what to connect, all of that. Once Claude Code has access to this knowledge, now it can make changes or build workflows inside your n8n. You see the code in the Visual Studio Code, but the actual workflow is building in the back. But here is the thing. You don't need to code, you don't need to write anything, you just need to approve what Claude Code is doing, that's it. Now, I know Visual Studio Code might look intimidating if you have never used before, but trust me, we'll use Visual Studio Code like exactly what we'll use with the other LLMs. You type what you want, Claude responds, you approve, it builds, that's it. Okay, now let's look at the installation part. First, you need to download VS Code. Search for VS Code on Google and click on the first link. In my case, it's Mac OS. I already downloaded the software to my system. So if you are using Windows, you can download it for Windows. Okay. After you install the VS Code, then you will see something like this. Now we need to install Claude Code. Go to extensions, search for Claude, and you have to click on the first link. You can see it has over 300,000 download installations. So you can click install here. In my case, I already installed, so it's showing me to uninstall. So you have to install it. After installing it, you will see the Claude logo on top. You have to click that. And now we are ready to chat with Claude Code. In your case, you have to connect it to your Claude credentials. Like if you have, make sure you have a paid plan, Pro and above plan. If you don't have a paid Pro or above plan, then you are not able to use Claude Code. You have to make sure about this. So once you're sorted with that, let us close this thing and you will see something like this. This is the regular Claude, nothing fancy. So you can chat, you can ask whatever you want. But here you can see there are some modes. Ask before edits, edit automatically, plan mode, and bypass permissions. To enable bypass permissions, you need to go to settings, click on settings and search for bypass. So you can see the Claude Code allow dangerously skip permissions. Then you need to turn on this. So what this means? So sometimes while we are building automations or while we are chatting with Claude Code, usually it asks permission for each and every steps. If you are in plan mode or ask before edits, it will ask for permission while we are doing anything step. But if you click on bypass permissions, if you are on this mode, then it won't ask anything, but you have to be careful. You have to use this for building normal regular workflows for your own use case, or you're pretty confident that nothing goes wrong, only then you have to use this bypass permissions. When you're dealing with clients workflows or anything related to production grade workflows, you have to be on plan mode or ask before edits kind of mode. So the plan mode is something, as you can see, the Claude will explore the code and present a plan before editing. So it goes step by step. It plans before executing and then edits. This ask before edit is it will ask permission for each and every edit. That's how this ask before edit works. Similarly, edit automatically is also kind of, it will edit your selected text or the whole file if you want to. That's how it works. And if you want to switch models, you have to click on slash search for model and you can switch model. Currently I'm on Opus. They're recommending to stay on Sonnet 4.5. If you are building a little bit less complex workflows, it's better to stay on Sonnet 4.5 so that your credits will be in limits. Now let's look at how to install n8n MCP and how to connect n8n skills. Okay, first we need to add a new folder. You can click on add a new folder, or you can go to home page and add a new folder. Let's say n8n builder, go to thing and open folder and select the folder you have created. Okay, once you have opened the folder, you'll see something like this. And now again we need to click on the Claude button to open Claude Code. So we have the folder and we have the Claude Code ready. Now we have to get the MCP and skills resources ready. For that we need to go to this GitHub link. This guy made this MCP resource in GitHub and also the n8n skills. So we just need to, before that we need to create the Claude MD file. For that we don't have to do anything. We can just add a new file here, but we can ask Claude to do itself. Okay, here I gave a prompt something like I want to create a claude.md file for this project. I use this to build n8n workflows and AI agents by prompting you. I'm going to give you two resources, n8n MCP and n8n skills. These contain everything you need to build n8n workflows. Create a system prompt for this Claude MD file that sets you up to be an expert n8n automation builder. So we just need to give something like this and click. Now it takes few minutes and creates the Claude MD file here in n8n builder. As you can see, it asks permission for each and everything. We can say, I will give you the GitHub links later. First, I need to create the system prompt for that. As you can see, just you can talk with Claude and say whatever you want, and anything goes wrong and any error, if you face any errors kind of stuff, it automatically, you can ask it to fix itself. So you don't have to worry about fixing manually or knowing code, something like that. So our claude.md file is ready. As you can see, you can do it manually by creating the folder, or you can ask, we asked Claude to do itself. So it is ready. As you can see, core competencies, defense, expertise areas, workflow architecture, node configuration, everything like what it requires. And now we need to give the actual resources. We can say something like, here are the n8n MCP and n8n skills resources. Pull all the requirements from these so you can build n8n workflows. Confirm when you have everything. So now we need to paste the links and paste. I'm going to give you these URLs down below in the description. You can grab it from there. n8n skills. Again, go to n8n skills. We don't have to download or we don't have to request anything from GitHub. Just paste the URL and then Claude Code does the job for us. Okay, now I can click. For now, I'll click. So as you can see, it is asking for permissions for each and everything, but I know what I'm doing. So I'll be on bypass permissions mode. So here, as you can see, we got some errors like request failed with status code 404. And see, it is trying in different file paths for the skills. Claude Code is that powerful. It can find different ways to fix errors and get things done. So now looks like our n8n MCP and n8n skills are set up. As you can see, Claude confirmed I have everything needed to build n8n workflows. If you're still having doubt or if you're still not confirmed, you can ask again something like, hey Claude, do you have required n8n skills and n8n access to n8n MCP to build n8n workflows. So if you ask something like this, then it will confirm you. As you can see, it confirmed as I have both n8n skills available 7 and n8n MCP tools. So now everything, Claude Code has everything ready. One last thing we need to do is we need to connect to our n8n instance. So now once you are in your n8n instance, you have to copy the URL, come to Claude and paste it something like this. Let's say n8n my n8n instance, something like this. And also we need to give our API key. For that you need to go to the settings, click on API. I already have one, but I'm going to create one to show you. Click on create API, something like n8n YT Claude Code. Save, and you'll get this. Copy this key and paste it here. Let's say Claude that. So this is my instance URL, and also I gave you the API key. You can connect to my n8n instance, and whenever I ask you to build something, you can go ahead and build that. So now it actually connects to my n8n instance. As you can see, it says that connected successfully to your n8n instance. I can see workflow. So now it has access to our workflows, our n8n instance. It can do whatever we ask. To confirm it again, we can ask like, so if I ask something to build in my n8n instance, can you do that? Now we are confirming with Claude Code. Let's see what it says. Yes, I can build workflows directly in your n8n instance. So let's ask something to build like sample workflow. Okay, now I gave some instructions like create an n8n workflow that listens for Telegram messages, sends email via Gmail based on the message content, sends a confirmation back to Telegram when the email is sent. Include error handling when testing, specify how will you format the Telegram message, something like that. So let's click on enter, and as you can see, I'm on bypass permission. So now it won't ask any permissions for me to accept or something like that. It directly builds and gives me the final workflow URL. Okay, let's see. And by the way, this is just a sample workflow. You can do literally wonders with this. And as you can see, for confirmation, it is asking some questions. So what format should the Telegram message follow? Let's say simple format. And what email template style do you want? Free form content. Do you have Gmail and Telegram? Yes, both configured. Or as you can see, it also has an option that if you want to set it up and you want guidance on setting up Telegram and Gmail credentials, it can also do that. So now it got the steps for building our workflow. First, it is create Telegram to Gmail workflow structure. And the second step would be add message parsing logic. Third step, configure Gmail send node. Fourth, add Telegram confirmation response, implement error handling, and finally deploy to n8n instance. Let's wait until it builds. So now, as you can see, our workflow is built successfully and it gave us the direct link. Let's copy the link and let's paste it here. As you can see, it successfully built the workflow. Now the thing is, we need to just connect the credentials. We'll be good to go. Let me connect my credentials and I'll be right back. Okay, I've connected the credentials. Now while testing, it is going to the false field and saying like format error. So it is expecting me to send something like email@example.com, something like this. Let's ask Claude itself to update the workflow. Let's go here and paste the. So now I told that it is not working as expected and asked it to update. As you can see, you can literally ask giving the workflow link, or you can literally use the workflow name and ask Claude to do its job. So as you can see, it got the error and it is fixing it. Okay, now it fixed the address. Let's go to our thing. Okay, let's refresh first. Okay, looks like it is updated. Oh, looks like we need to connect the credentials again. I have connected my credentials. Let's save it and run again. Let's go to Telegram and send the same message again. It got my message and it extracted the Gmail and saying hi, something like this. and it went to the true branch. As you can see, it automatically populated all the fields, something like this. Okay, but here there is something like an email saying hi. So whatever we are writing in the Telegram text, it is getting all those details, because here we don't have any brain to understand. We can add an AI agent to act accordingly. But you got the idea. It is doing what it should do. Let's click on send message. It's sent, and also we got the notification. There was an error sending your email to SSK. Okay, let's see what is the error. I don't know why it didn't send an email. Okay, I forgot to connect my Gmail credentials to this, so that's the reason it went to the error. Let's try again. And as you can see, it went into the success branch, and it will send the message something like this: email sent successfully to this email, subject an email saying hi. But you know what I mean, it build something with just our instructions. If you want to build this manually, it would take at least 25 to 30 minutes to set things up, but we have built this in about 5 minutes. So that's how we can use Claude Code. By using just instructions, we can build n8n workflows. And also, if you run into any errors, as you can see, we fixed that errors right here and asked Claude to fix it. But the thing is, if you have some idea on n8n, how the nodes work, how the logic works, then it will be much more easier to debug or deal with the errors. But if you're directly relying on the Claude Code to build n8n workflows, it works. You can build that, but it will be easier if you have an idea on n8n itself. So that's the Claude Code for you. And I'm going to make more videos on Claude Code. And Claude Code is not only building n8n automations, it is doing much more bigger things than this. We can literally create animations. We can literally build apps, anything. So I'm going to make those videos and do a lot of research on this and bring more videos on this. So what do you think about this video? If it is helpful for you, like and share it with your friends, and subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.